Hey guys, this is HHJ Productions and I'm back with another video. And I know I took kind of like a 2-year hiatus from my other video from my previous car, the 2011 Sonata, but I promise I'm going to upload more often with different types of cars. This right here is a 2017 Ford Fusion SE Ecoboost, as you could tell by the title. I'm just going to do a little bit of walk around of the exterior right now. And this is the current car that I own. So a little bit about the exterior. Right here you have 18-inch alloy wheels, kind of a two-tone, have a lighter gray on the outside and a darker gray color on the inside by the lug nuts. You have dual exit exhaust, true dual exit exhaust, and what I mean by that is car companies usually these days, they give you the twin outlets, but they don't actually give you two exhaust pipes. They'll, for example, have just one exhaust pipe on the right side and leave the other one out, but this one has true dual exhaust tips. You got the LED tail lights, LED headlights, and the LED daytime running lights. So that's really nice about this car. As you can see, you got chrome trim throughout the whole car. As we come up to the mirror, we have heated mirrors alongside the blind spot mirror. It does not have blind spot monitoring system, but I actually feel like the blind spot mirror is better, more practical, because you can actually see where the car is rather than, you know, a system just telling you that there's something in your blind spot. You can see we got the chrome grille. I like kind of like the aggressive styling up front. It was a big selling point to me. We got the fog lights. Those are LEDs as well. And on this particular car, there is no sunroof, but I believe you can get an option to get the sunroof. So that may be a positive or a negative depending on if you like sunroofs or not. And we're gonna move on to the interior. Moving into the interior, we have a lot to cover. Here you have the window switches, you got the child locks, the mirror adjustments. Here you got the lock buttons, and also two passenger memory seats. You have power seating, both driver and passenger side. Coming in, we have a leather wrap steering wheel along with paddle shifters, which is a very nice added feature. This steering wheel is leather wrapped, and you have cruise control, as well as you can change, as we get past those menus, you can change to speed, to distance. You can drive, trip odometer, trip timer, fuel used, which is something you don't see very often, average fuel consumption, aka the miles per gallon you're currently getting, and you have a split screen of all four features. Speedometer goes to 160 for those who care. Top speed, I'm assuming with limiter removed, is approximately probably 150 around there. Red line at about 6,500 RPM. This car is push to start. And just to show y'all the keys, it does have a remote start feature where you just press the lock button and then press the button beneath that 2 times, and it starts the car from like a pretty good distance, because I've done this like almost across a parking lot before. You got Bluetooth, volume knob, obviously, temperature control knob, how hard you want the air to blow, temperature knob, and the radio tuner. You got the shifter. This is actually an interesting feature of the car. This actually has a dial shifter rather than the knob, which you don't see in a lot of cars. You kind of see in the upper class cars, like I believe some of the Porsche SUVs are starting to use those just to save space in the middle, because you have 2 full-size cup holders, an electronic parking brake that you pull to engage and you push to disengage. You have a USB charger, a car charger in the middle, and if you go into the center console, I don't know if y'all can see it, but y'all have another car charger in there. Standard glove box, has a key to lock, pretty good size. I think I mentioned this before, but you do have power passenger seats. Hazard lights are activated up here. The right knob is for your windshield wipers. Left knob is for your indicators, obviously, and your headlights and everything else controlled right here. This is your fog light button right here, headlights, your auto setting, your full setting, your daytime running lights, and that's off. And that you can change how bright your illumination is of your instrument cluster with those buttons right here. You pop the trunk with this button, and obviously hood latch is down here. I'm sorry if you can't see, that's kind of dark. but it is down by your left foot in the driver footwell. When it comes to back seat space, this car actually does have ample back seat space. Let me get these lights for y'all. Back seat space is pretty good. I mean, I sit with the driver's seat almost all the way back, and I still have like easily 6 inches of space, even if I sit comfortably in the back seat. You could fit fifth passenger in here in the middle. Don't know if I would recommend that, but you definitely could if you tried. You have rear climate control vents, which is an added bonus. And obviously these are leather seats all the way around, and this isn't like cheap leather, imitation leather. It's actually really nice leather. It's pretty comfortable to sit on. You obviously have a dome light. Give you a look out the back. And coming back to the front, I forgot to mention that this car does have heated seats on both passenger and driver seats. Here you can see the headlights, pretty bright, they're LEDs. But moving on to the engine and mechanics of the car, here we got the 2-liter EcoBoost engine, inline 4 cylinders. It puts out about 231 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque, excuse me. And this has made it to a 6-speed shiftable automatic transmission. Luckily, you don't get the CVT that you do in the base model Focuses, or sorry, the Fusions. Just try to stay away from CVTs at all costs in general, no matter what car you get, because they're not very reliable. And obviously, this is a front-wheel drive car, so unfortunately, you won't be able to do any burnouts. But you know, you get what you get. It has a 16.5 gallon fuel tank and about 400 miles of range if you're driving highway miles. You average 21 city, 31 highway, about 25 combined according to EPA, but I found that, you know, with a little bit of spirited driving, you're going to average around 22 miles per gallon. And yeah, that's pretty much all for the mechanics of this car. All right, now I'm going to give y'all a little exhaust clip. So it's a little inline 4-cylinder boost, you know, nothing special, but that's what you get. That was my review of my 2017 Ford Fusion SE Ecoboost. Sorry if the lighting was a little bit wonky. I was doing this video while the sun was setting, but if y'all have any questions or I didn't cover anything, feel free to drop a comment. Like and subscribe if you learned something or are interested in buying the car, because we are a small channel, we are trying to grow. But yeah, I appreciate y'all giving the time to watch this video, and I'll see you next time.